Welcome everybody. My name is Bertina and your teacher Miss Fallon asked me to do a video for you. She said you all are discussing self-care and wellness this week, and I am a yoga wellness teacher, which means that I don't necessarily focus on the pretzel twists and turns and things like that, but I focus on self-care with yoga. Doing things that are available for everybody. And so today I thought what I would do is to show you how you can do yoga sitting right there in the class. So I'm hoping that your teacher is going to join along with us, maybe stop this video as I do certain points and poses. They're called asanas, and maybe do them a couple of times. So the first thing that we usually notice with self-care is that people think it should cost a lot of money and that you have to go to this big spa and everything, but that's really not true. You have a desk, have a chair, this is all you need. The first thing that I thought about when she asked me to do this is the fact that you all are staring at computer screens all day long, and so am I. So one of the very first yoga poses or asanas that we will do will have to do with the eyes. So what I want you to do is close your eyes for just a moment, and I want you to take in a deep breath just to your belly as far as you can. Breathe in your nose and hold it for just a moment. And now exhale. I want you to breathe in again and think about breathing in peace and exhaling anything that's bothering you today. I want you to continue doing that for just maybe 2 more breath cycles. And notice how your heart rate starts to slow down. This is really good to do before you have a test or before you're getting into an anxious situation or before you sit down to work on your computer. So let's breathe in one more time through our nose and exhale through our breath really hard. Okay. So let's focus on our eyes. Let's go ahead and continue keeping them closed. And I want you to kind of center them, looking straight ahead. Now, when you open your eyes, I want you to take your eyes upwards. Pretend like there's a clock in front of us. It's 12 o'clock. I want you to move your eyes to 1 o'clock, then 2 o'clock, then move them over here to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now close your eyes. Take in a deep breath. And let's open them and go the opposite way. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes at 12. Continue to take in a deep breath, and we'll do one last eye exercise. Let's open our eyes and let's look up to the left corner. And then look down to the right corner. Look up to the left and look down to the right, making sure you keep your head still. Let's come to center, our eyes in the center, and close our eyes again. One more breath in and out. Now let's go ahead and look up to the opposite side and down to the opposite side. Up and down. Very simple, right? So let's go ahead and close our eyes. And throughout this practice, you may keep your eyes closed at any point. A lot of times what happens is when we close our eyes, we tend to go inside of ourselves, and it's more therapeutic and it's more relaxing. So the first thing I want you to do is just simply put your hands on your shoulders like this and shrug up and down. We get a lot of tenseness in our shoulders when we sit at a desk. Now let's begin taking our elbows out and go forward. Very gently. We're not in a race. We're going very slow. And just notice the relaxation even goes up through our necks at this time. Let's come to stillness and go the opposite. Now we can release our hands down, and if you wish, another exercise may be going up and down. making some fun out of it. Just have some fun. See the shoulders? Now this right here, when I say put your chin in the center, this is what I mean. Allow your ear to drop to one side. I'm going to my left side. Now if your shoulder's all the way up here, let's relax it back down here. You should feel the stretch here. You should let go of the tenseness in your neck from being at a desk. Let's take in a deep breath. Come to center. Exhale. And allow our chin to go forward. You'll feel that stretch here in your back. Let's breathe in. And as we exhale, let's allow our ear to go to the right. You may hear some popping or cracking, or you may be too young to hear some popping and cracking, but you may. Let's take a deep breath in and come back up. As you exhale, come back down. Come back up, and going back and forth for about 4 or 5 times is really good practice, maybe even 10. It depends upon what you like. Another practice you can do is just practice saying yes. That allows the muscles in your back and even part of the way down to your shoulders to work. Or no. If you have a toddler, you hear no all the time. So no. Another thing that you can do at your desk is to take your left hand and put behind you, and maybe touch your chair behind you. Take your right hand and put to your knee and twist. Now, I want you to sit up straight. I don't want you doing this, and I don't want you doing that. I want you to sit up straight and look over. Now, if you have any neck or back injuries, don't do this. It's saying that it's not available. Let's release and move our hands out. And let's stretch our hands out as far as we can go. And then we go to the other side. If you take in a breath and you exhale, sometimes you can find you can twist just a little bit more. Awesome. Let's come to center, put our hands on our lap. Let's put our arms down, and we're going to take our left hand and put it just on the chair. If you want to put it underneath the chair, do. You're at school, so be careful. I know sometimes things get stuck under the chairs. So let's take the left hand up and put it above your head and stretch. Now make sure your hips are still on the chair. You're not doing this. I don't want you to do that. I want you to keep your feet on the ground, your hips, and go and look up. Oh, you're going to feel that stretch through here, and that's actually going to open up your lungs and your rib cage so you can breathe more. And the more you breathe, the more oxygen gets to your head, to your brain, and the less sleepy you are. So let's go. And we can go over here and do the same thing. Keeping your arm up. You can look up if you want an extra neck twist. Look down, however you wish. And you can, what we call, flow this. Make it into just a little movement. See how simple? The next thing we're going to do is one of your librarians, she's one of my students, favorite moves. It's called cat-cow. And I know you've probably seen cat-cow on the floor where you're on the floor and you raise up for cat, drop for cow, but we're going to do it here. So I'm going to turn sideways. You stay how you are. I just want you to see how my body is. So I'm coming to the edge of the chair. And what I'm going to do is put my hands on my knees, separate my knees just a little bit, bend forward, keep my shoulders forward, and arch my back and drop my chin. So arch, pull in your stomach, here your core, arch your back, drop your head. When you breathe in, you're going to take the shoulders back, push the chest out, arch the back, head up, and do a cow. So cow, cat, cow, cat. You may hear some crunching, and that's okay as well. Cow, cat. Okay. So this really helps this part of your muscle too. It helps release any of it that you may need. Another thing that you can do is if you get a hold of the chair and just back here, and just lean forward a little. Very simple. So we've worked our head and our neck and our shoulders and our chest and our arms. So we are going to move down to our legs for our last little bit of asanas. So normally we would be standing up, crossing our leg and doing a figure 4. But in the chair, I want you to go ahead and take your knee, your hand on your knee, bring your foot up, take it across your other knee, your ankle here. Stay open. Gently take your hand and just barely press this. This opens up your hip here. If you want more, you can bend forward, or you can even reach down as far as you wish to go. Just make sure that your back is straight each time you do any of these. Back and forth. Take your foot here. You have your knee, and release. Let's take our other knee, bring it up as well. Take our foot across. And notice how sometimes each side feels different. We want to balance. Yoga is balancing your mind, your body, and your soul. So let's gently push here. And as you're pushing, just feel the difference, feel the opening here. And bend forward. And you'll notice some sides you can bend forward, some you cannot. I've had an accident, so this hip only allows me to go this far. Let's bring our knee back up and down. One of the most important things whenever you're doing anything like this is to honor your body. If it hurts, don't do it. I lift weights, no pain, no gain is fine there, but yoga, anything like this, we honor our body. So what I want you to do is bring your knee up again and just point and flex your foot. That's it. Now do some small circles with your ankle one direction. And then we go the other direction. See how simple this is? Stretch your leg out straight. Move it out to the side if you wish. Back in. Bring it down. Let's bring this one up again. Let's point and flex. Now if you have a strap, you can use this as well. It really helps you move a little bit more. But just rotate your ankle one direction, the other direction. Let's bring it out. And out to the side, back to the center, and down. So it's very, very simple. What you can also do is put your feet on the ground and raise your heels off the floor. Moving your knees up and down. That opens up the thighs, the abductor areas, where the other worked the calves and the shin. See how simple? Now, if you wish, you may want to come to the edge a little bit more. Come here, bend forward, reach down as far as you can. Maybe touch the floor, maybe not. Maybe you're up here. You're where you're supposed to be. Take your hands on your knees. Gently bring yourself back up, come to the center, and go forward. You may touch the floor, you may touch back, you may not touch the floor, or you may be here if you wish with your elbows on your knees. It's wherever you're comfortable, just allowing your back to stretch. Put our hands on our elbows to come, on our knees to come back up, and then we're going to turn this direction. So let's go down. And go as far as you can go. Maybe anywhere you wish. Come forward and here. Now something else you may want to do is a back bend. So taking your hands here, if you're okay with doing prayer position, namaste position, or you may just want to take your hands here. And what you're going to do is lean back, keeping your feet on the ground and going. And maybe go forward. And I move to the side only for you to see what I'm doing. See? And that should take care of most of it. Now, one of the things to remember also is breathing. Breathing helps you with anxiety. Breathing helps get oxygen to the brain. And breathing is part It is the main thing of yoga. Meditation and breathing are the foundation. So you have to breathe. It's called pranayama, and it's called the breath of life. It's Sanskrit. And it's the belief that everything that you do has to do with your breathing. So, when you're anxious for a test, or you get nervous, or you have anxiety, one of the breaths that I showed you a moment ago, to breathe in through your nose, hold, and exhale through your mouth is a really good exercise to try. Another thing you may want to do is put your hand on your lower belly and your hand on your chest. Now watch me do it the first time. I want you to breathe all the way and make a Buddha belly. Make your belly big. I know in America we try to suck our stomach in, but make it big. So let's breathe in to our belly. Let's breathe in to our chest. And let's hold it and breathe air up to our throat. Okay, so we have breath all through there. So we're going to exhale from our throat to our chest, from our chest to our stomach, and then all out. Now see, that's kind of hard for me to show you how to do it and do it. So watch me again, watch my hands. Breathe into the stomach, breathe into the chest, hold and breathe in all the way up as far as I can. Exhale to your chest, exhale to the stomach, and I'll let it all out. What that does is begins to regulate your breathing. If you are nervous or anxious, it calms you down, and it helps you prepare for tests and things like that. So if there's anything else that you all would like to know, Miss Willoughby has a handout with all my information. Just remember, always find time for wellness and self-care. Try to get a good night's sleep. Eat well. Eat your meals regularly as much as possible. I know you're college kids and it's kind of hard. Feed your mind, your body, and your soul. Get exercise and just do as much as you can that makes you feel happy and not guilty. Don't make it a chore. Make it something fun, because self-care shouldn't be forced upon you. It should be something that you want to do. So try it out. And if you have any questions, let me know. Please go and like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm trying to build that up, and you'll get all kinds of free videos. Also, I gave her a free class for you all that has meditations and self-care tips and books and things like that in there. So all you have to do is just log onto that link. Well, I thank you for allowing me to show you some of my practice. I hope you have a wonderful week, and as we say, namaste. And that just simply means the spirit in me recognizes and honors the spirit in you. Again, namaste. Thank you all.